Howdy, hey there, haters. Welcome back. We are so happy to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans of all ages, people of Earth, the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast proudly brings to you another AEW recap show. I am Killz Atwillz.
I am Chava.
Today, tonight, whenever it is you're joining our wonderful little corner of the internet, we're going to do what we always do here. We're going to talk about AEW Dynamite from August 12th from Las Vegas. Give us the place, give us the commentaries.
Yes, they're in Las Vegas, Nevada. They're at the Pearl Theater, and the commentators for today's Dynamite is Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and the Big Show, Paul White. Sorry, Paul White.
Captain Insano. All right, you know what? We just going to dive right into it. We start off with a promo. It is the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. He's come to talk. He says he was honored to be a part of Grand Slam Mexico. He talks about his grandfather passing away last year when he landed in Mexico. To be a part of it, it was very heartbreaking, of course. Didn't get a chance to see him wrestle, didn't get a chance to see him get married. Sad stuff. Says no matter what he's going through, though, he's going to go all out for the AEW and its fans. The street fight sucked, but he's glad everybody enjoyed it because he wanted to set an example, unlike the champion, Kenny Omega, who wasn't even in the building. But he knows he's in the building tonight, and he wants him to come on out. You want to talk about it. I forget who he said was doing it, but he said, when you're done getting your Canadian testicles trimmed, why don't you come out and grace us with your presence, oh champ. That's not who shows up, though. Don Callis shows up, so we get some fuck Don Callis, fuck guys too, coming on out. And Don says that, you know, basically when he found AEW, he founded a place that he could exploit, and he used Kenny Omega to do it. And Don keeps his receipts. On December 2nd, 2020, they screwed Jon Mox and Omega became the champ. Mm-hmm. But when Omega stepped out of line, when Omega felt like he was getting a little too big for his britches, he betrayed him on May 10th, 2023. I quote, "I've done more damage to Kenny's life than diverticulitis ever could." Don says that when Ospreay beat Omega, that was when Don Callis was in his corner, basically saying you can't do this on your own, and the road to Wembley is paved in your blood. That's when some members of the Don Callis family, they come out and attack. It is the tag team known as RPG Vice. It's Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, Jake Doyle, Mark Davis. They all come out. Trent Beretta is the homie dude that came out at Redemption. I couldn't remember.
Yes.
Trent Beretta. I just wanted to, so we're going to go ahead and circle back.
Yeah, he's one of the ones we rarely see.
Right.
Trent Beretta and who was the other tag?
Rocky Romero.
Yeah, Rocky
RPG
Romero.
Vice or something like that. Hence all like the white blazers. They're like a Miami Vice kind of looking.
Vice looking.
Yeah. They ain't no outrunners. Shoot. So, AEW World Champion Kenny Omega does happen to come on out. He comes out with a pipe and he clears out the ring of the Don Callis family.
Yep.
Then he gives a nice breathy promo. A lot of, Will, let me tell you something. Will. But he basically says that he always knows that Ospreay wears his heart on his sleeve, but he doesn't think. Tried to warn him about Mox and the Death Riders. The Don Callis family's out there. Now MJF is out there. And you know, you have all these people coming for you. And I want to fight a whole Will Ospreay. But this is the last time I'm going to help you. You're on your own from here on out. And Will Ospreay basically goes, I didn't ask for your help.
Yeah.
Thank you. And walks away. So, interesting way to kick off Dynamite. That brings us to a little video recap. It's the recap of MJF's promo. Pretty much him attacking Andrade at Grand Slam Mexico, and appropriate because that brings us to the next match, which is for the number 2 spot in the Casino Gauntlet match at All In. It is Maxwell, Jacob, Friedman, MJF versus Nick Wayne versus Speedball Mike Bailey. MJF, when he's announced, Justin Roberts go ahead and announce him. MJF grabs him though, hymns him up, and makes him announce him as the one true champ. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. We get the banner. We get the real entrance. He's still carrying the Triple B.
Yep.
Still has it on him, and he was rocking the tank top for
the Mas Chingon Ketu.
I was gonna ask you. I wonder if that was a kind of like a makeup, seeing as how he had to play the heel for like the whole shithole country comment. So now let me go on ahead.
Let me wear it,
just to be like, come on, y'all. Y'all know I'm playing. Come on, it's my job. It's what I got to do. After the bell rings, MJF instantly hops off, rolls out of the ring, goes over to the commentary desk, grabs Tony Schiavone's headset, and goes, I'm going to let these two twinks fight. I'm going to do me. Thanks, Schiavone, you fat old prick. hands him that back. So as this is going on, so Mike Bailey and Nick Wayne are in there. They're doing this little back and forth. Mike Bailey counters Nick and then pats him on the head, kind of like, oh, there you go, Nick. Like, suns him. So that's really great. When MJF gets back in the ring, there's this little segment where he starts to coach Nick Wayne on how he's like, okay, most people want to go for the head. You want to aim for the bread basket. He's like coaching through it. He hits Mike. He's like, good. And Nick Wayne's trying to do something. He's like, oh, you're in the ring with MJF. Good for you. Good for everybody. It's Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne, everybody. So Nick Wayne and Speedball actually put on a show.
Yeah, they did.
Because MJF kind of does his floating in and out thing, but these two, they need a one-on-one for real, because they actually put on a show when there was just those two showcased. It was really nice. MJF's move is called the Heat Seeker. He gets admitted. Speedball counters out of the Heat Seeker into a backflip, and he takes out MJF and Nick Wayne. Because he does it in a way where MJF goes out the ring, backflip, takes them both out. I thought that was really neat because Speedball's that dude.
Speedball is that dude.
And then my last note I have before I turn it over to Chava for the end is Nick Wayne hits. There's one point Nick Wayne's going to, he fakes like he's going to hit MJF. MJF covers his head. So Nick Wayne hits him in the bread basket. He's like, thanks for the tip, asshole. Yeah. So turn on Chava for the ending sequence.
For the winning sequence. Yeah. So right now we've got Nick Wayne and Speedball in the ring. Nick Wayne's kind of close to the corner. He's kind of kneeling. Speedball goes up to him and kicks him in the face. Nick Wayne falls into the corner. Speedball does the corner cyclone kicks onto Nick Wayne, and then he drops him on the ring. Mike Bailey climbs onto the second turnbuckle and does the ultimate weapon. That backflip and double knee right onto Nick Wayne.
Dude!
MJF enters the ring. He grabs Mike Bailey and just tosses him out the ring.
Get on out of here.
And he puts Nick Wayne in an armbar. And Nick Wayne taps. So, your winner for this match, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Better than.
MJF is the winner, and he is the number 2 for the Casino Gauntlet match.
MJF feeling himself. He goes on ahead. He grabs the mic. He says, I'm gonna go to All In. I'm gonna win the Casino Gauntlet match, and there's no one that can stop me. Andrade's music hits. And everybody gets all, excited. MJF puts this kind of scared look on his face, and after a while, MJF's, oh, cut it. It was just a little ruse.
Yeah.
Just a little ruse to get everybody going. Just a little setup. He basically says, Andrade's scared. Omega's scared. Ospreay is scared. I'm the one true champ, MJF. So, he going in there. So far, that's what Andrade's number 1, and MJF's number 2.
It's number 2.
That brings us to a promo. Somehow, either the Brawling Birds have a traveling bar, or the Divine Dominion were just filling themselves, because the Divine Dominion are in the Brawling Birds bar. Looking good, by the way. Woo! I like them too. Divine Dominion basically... I'm sorry. Divine Dominion. They're going to humiliate them in front of their family, in front of their friends, in front of their husbands. They basically walk around like walking... stereotypes with the drinking and just the blah, 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 blah. They've had a good run doing all they had. They raise a glass. Here's to the Brawling Birds. Then they throw the glasses down. Just alcohol abuse. Come on, ladies. You could have just poured it out or something, or just drank it. You don't have to. Anyway. And Divine Dominion will be in action on Collision. We come to find out. So, Divine Dominion just trying to get into the Brawling Birds. Under the Brawling Bird skin, trying to build that heat for All In. Then we go to, I think they're in the Bang Bang Lounge. It's Mick Foley talking to the Bang Bang Gang.
Guns up.
Bang Bang Gang! Jay White says he is looking forward to his one-on-one with David Finlay. The stars have aligned. It's like it was meant to be, especially for something that's supposed to be random. And we've gotten to this point. The Death Riders and the Dogs have been a problem, so he's excited to beat Finlay, and he hopes, it doesn't matter who he faces, but he's really hoping he wants Mox to go all the way, and he wants to face Mox at All In for the Continental Cup. Boom, boom.
That would be a good match.
That would be a great match.
Yeah.
That brings us to, speaking of matches, it brings us to our next match. And speaking of the Continental Cup, it is time for an advancement match. It's that time. It's Switchblade, Jay White from the Bang Bang Gang versus David Finlay from the Dogs. I put a star next to this match because I was looking forward to this when they announced it, because we were at the Forbidden Door when Jay White came back, and we've been watching this story build since then, and I've gotten pretty invested in it. So I was excited for this. What is this? Oh, the crowd starts a chant about 4 people. David Finlay. Everybody else in the building. Let's go Switchblade. Yep. But those David Finlay people kept up that chant for a good long time. Good for you.
It was like 4 of them, 5 of them.
Let's go Finlay. David Finlay. Let's go Switchblade. David Finlay.
Let's go Switchblade.
So good on them for keeping that up, though. Like, we have a chant. We gonna do it. That's our guys. Shout out. So yeah, there's a whole, the commentary remind us there's a whole 10-year history involved with these two. They were in New Japan in 2015. They were together as part of the Bullet Club. And then in 2018, David Finlay betrayed Jay White. I said, these two need a pay-per-view with a stipulation. I hope no matter what happens, they run it back at All In or something. Like
that would be awesome.
Yeah, they need a big fight.
Match.
Yeah. Kind of like a once and for all, like, let's do it. I wish there wasn't a commercial in the middle of this match, but it was a short one, so, gotta pay the bills, right? Gotta pay the bills.
What does Excalibur always say? We'll be back in 1 minute and 59 seconds.
Just enough time for you to go open a beverage, go to the bathroom real quick, it's fine. It kind of reminds me of, what was Love Connection. Like, we'll be back in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? For those people, that was, showing my age with that one. Most people are like, what's that? As they're doing, so they're, Jay White is doing his chops. And Shivani's like, they call him Switchblade. That was a blade chop. And Paul White goes, well, they call him Switchblade because he opens up quick. What a bar. I was like, bar. And then the last thing I had, then I have winning, because the last move I have is part of the winning sequence. So go ahead, Chava, hit us with the winning sequence.
Yeah, the winning sequence for this match. You have David Finlay and Jay White are facing each other. He does, David Finlay does 3 arm lariats on Jay White.
Ouch.
David Finlay's really feeling himself and goes Super Saiyan. And then he goes for a suplex onto Jay White. But Jay White counters it, and he does the Blade Runner onto David Finlay. Goes for the pin. We've got a 1. We've got a 2. We've got a 3. Your winner for this match, and advancing to the next round of the Continental Challenge Cup, the C3, is Switchblade Jay White.
And if you're not down with that, he's got 2 words for you.
Guns up.
Woo! All right, we get to an in-ring promo. Tony Schiavone, he's in the ring. He goes out. He wants everybody to meet and have a little quick celebration for the new AEW World Trios Champions.
Yes.
Go ahead, hit him with it.
El bueno, el malo, y el feo. That is Hangman Adam Page and Brodito, which is Brody King and Bandido.
The most wanted. His pistols ain't water. Now, as we usually do here on the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast, since we like to track everything, 9 times out of 10, when we talk about having a celebration, somebody's always got to come and spoil the fun. So when you have a celebration in someone's house, just make sure it's not whose house? Swerve's house.
Yes.
No. Swerve Strickland, everybody, shows up with Prince Nana. Is it Nene or Nana?
I think it's Nana.
Prince Nana. And so Swerve grabs the mic. He goes, man, 3 people that I have beef with all kumbaya in the ring right now. But look, y'all have nothing in common. And y'all are a trios little team. Look, the only thing y'all have in common is me. Bandito, I beat your ass at Double or Nothing. Brody, we have a whole 10-year history between me and you. But the last time I saw you, you were laying in a pool of blood. And then there's you. Talking to Adam Page, it's like, it always comes back to you. This was a good promo, man. Swerve was cooking, bro. He's like, always comes back to you. Look at you. It was about a year ago. I was fighting for you to beat a man, and now you can't even go for the goal. You have no AEW top spot. What's your legacy gonna be? What are we doing here? And Adam Page is like, you can't talk about results or anything. You don't have anything. What are you doing? Speaking of not having anything, the demand comes out and he's like, yo, Swerve, speaking of not having anything, this is kind of like a trios conversation. You by yourself. Could you go on ahead? Could you go on ahead and cut? And then we say, blah, 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 blah. Maybe if you get so he, Ricochet comes out and he's like, so when it comes to you 3, we need to talk about y'all little match because when I checked, Toa's shoulders weren't even down. So technically, we shouldn't even have lost. And we demand a rematch. And Swerve, again, you can step. And Swerve basically, calls Ricochet a bitch. And then the man basically says, you know what? Oh, because Adam Page is like, y'all want to fight? How about we do it tonight, right now? And the man goes, Ricochet, and they go, nah. We'll fight on our time, so don't worry about it. So, hey, Swerve Strickland's back, everybody, and that was crazy. That was a great promo. That was so good. Then it takes us to a video promo. Renee is talking to AEW World Women's Champion Willow Nightingale. And she's basically getting ready. Basically, ask her a question. It doesn't really matter what the question is, because before Willow can answer, boom! Mercedes Moné, CEO, attacks from behind, hits her with the belt.
With the Owen belt.
Yeah, you trying to embarrass me? And basically is talking down to her. And in the background, because you can hear the one of the mics must have been right next to somebody's shower, and you hear somebody going, Sasha, come home, Sasha, we love you.
Oh, the crowd, yes.
Yeah, somebody was a Sasha Banks fan, wanted to let her know, and basically Monet's just like, you trying to embarrass me? I'm gonna get you it all in, you dumb bitch. As she walks away.
That was brutal. That was a good little quick promo.
That was a hard attack.
Yeah.
That brings us to our next match. It is for the TNT Championship. It is Jericho versus Don Callis, family member and TNT Champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight, the one you look up to. Don Callis does come out with him. He is. They let us know that Kevin Knight is right now, I don't know if it's ever, but right now is the most dominant TNT champ. I believe that they've had. I think he's had the most defenses, and he's like the top TNT champion right now. So
he's only had it, I think they said, for 3 weeks, and he's defended it
10 how many times? 11 times? He's had it for a minute.
3 weeks? No, or was it 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's got to be.
And 3 defenses, something like that. But he's been active with the belt.
He's been super active, and he's good. Kevin Knight's good.
Yeah, Kevin Knight is really good.
Just a couple spots I have here. The Jericho's got Kevin Knight in the corner doing the 10 punches. When he gets to the 9th, he's Viva Las Vegas! and punches, and then it actually ends it in a Hurricane Rana. So yeah, man. Jericho's showing out, and then Jericho goes out to the ring. He has a moment with Paul White, and people start to chant Jericho, because that was their tag team in WWE.
WWE.
So, Jericho.
That's cool. I didn't catch that. I'm going to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah, they were the unified tag team champs in WWE in 2009. So,
cool.
Yeah,
I was not watching then, but that's so cool. Jericho. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go back and rewatch that. Yeah.
Kevin Knight does a backflip and then a Superman punch hopping off the announce table. So I thought it was just a nice little thing. He just, just does that because he's good. Then I have Kevin Knight does a clothesline hopping over the top rope to the ramp. Oh, and you get nice, and it's an overhead view. So he's running, boom, hops, does a clothesline over the top rope, and the camera pans up top so you can see like overhead view, basically. So I thought that was really neat. Aubrey catches Kevin Knight putting his foot up on the rope, and I stare, you put your foot up on the rope. What you talking about? You literally put your foot on the rope. And it was great, because then Kevin Knight he gets caught. Jericho turns around, then he puts his feet on the rope. It ends in a 2 count, but I thought that was a great back and forth, and that's what I have. I can turn it over to Chava for anything else, and then the ending sequence.
Yeah, for the ending sequence. Oh, there was one spot where, so Don Callis, usually when he comes out and he accompanies people, he ends up at the broadcaster desk.
Yeah, he ends up doing commentary.
For this match, he didn't. He was just ringside for Kevin Knight. At one point, Aubrey is distracted, and Don Callis attacks Jericho with a screwdriver and gets a hit in.
Yes. Yeah. Right. In fact, this was kind of I forgot, and this was talked about.
It's a throwback to something, right?
Well, it was a talking point because Don Callis goes up on the ropes, and then gets down. Jericho picks up Kevin Knight, walks him over to the ropes while he's in the walls of Jericho.
Walls of Jericho.
Then Don Callis gets up, hits him with the screwdriver. So the scuttlebutt is that Jericho missed his spot, like it was a botch. Or something like that. So people were it was making the rounds heavy. It didn't
look like a botch to me at all. It just looked like he just interfered and.
To me, it was one of those it didn't read as botch in the moment. It was just okay, yeah. But yeah, apparently that was a big talking point.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting spot, but okay. Well, I guess it was a botch. I'll have to go back and rewatch it to see, but it didn't look like a botch to me. But the winning sequence for this match, Jericho is going for a Judas effect onto Jet, but he dodges, and Jericho almost hits Aubrey. Aubrey kind of just goes like this, turns around, ducks into the corner. Jericho stops himself, turns around, and while Aubrey still has her back turned, Kevin Knight hits Jericho with a low blow. Ding, ding. Yeah. Hits him with the low blow. Then Kevin Knight hits Jericho with the crash landing, and then he pins him. It's a 1, a 2, and a 3. Oh! And still, your TNT champion, the Jet, Kevin Knight.
Still holding it down. Still got those title defenses going.
Yep.
Way to go, Kevin Knight. Way to go. This brings us to our next promo. It is the Death Riders. Basically, Pac and Claudio are just saying that, they're ready. They stay ready for anything that's going down. You can see Mox sparring with Marina in the back. Like they're kind of going down. And basically, it's Jack Perry. Are you prepared for all this? Do you live the life that we do? Because that's what it's going to take for you to get what you think you want. And but you know what they say about fortune? She does what she wants. What? No. Fortune does what she wants. So, this brings us to our next match. Now,
Yes.
It's funny, I intentionally didn't write a whole lot because I was like, I'm going to let Chava cook on this one. But basically, it is Chris Statlander, the Stat Daddy, versus Viva Van. Now, Viva Van does not get an entrance. However, this is not a squash match.
No.
So I basically, I went straight to the winner. So I was gonna let Chava go ahead and cook. So yeah,
I didn't write down any spots. I'll be honest. I watched this match. I love Viva Van. Viva Van is a BTW regular. BT Dub. Shout out BTW. She was on last episode, a tag teaming with Vert Vixen. I love Chris Statlander. I just sat and watched this match. I did think it was going to be a squash match at first, but I was happy that it wasn't. We knew Chris was going to win, but Viva Van really got a chance to show out. Recently, Viva Van was in a documentary called Viet Slam. It was produced by Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho's also in the documentary, but it is talking about Vietnamese pro wrestling. It did not exist. I guess pro wrestling was introduced in Vietnam, at least according to the documentary, around the early 2000s. And this was a group of friends that got together that enjoyed wrestling and started their own wrestling promotion. It was a club at first and then eventually became VPW, Vietnam Pro Wrestling. They were doing matches on mats. They didn't even have a ring. It got to the attention of Viva Van. And Viva Van, along with Sumi Sakai, who's a retired Japanese wrestler, she was big in Ring of Honor back in the day, from what I gathered. And between the two of them, they've raised money for this league to purchase their first ring. And then in the documentary, you see kind of their journey to their 8-year anniversary. It's really good. I think what we're going to do, try to do something a little different in the future. Killz and I are going to watch the documentary, or I've watched it. I'll rewatch it again. Killz will watch it, and just talk about it. Kind of give a little review about it. It's an awesome movie about wrestling, a real story, super underdog story. It was really good, and then we'll give you guys more details about that. But
looking forward to it.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
As far as the match, Viva got a lot of love. The crowd was definitely a lot of "Let's go Viva" chants. So it was really good to see. Like I said, I didn't really write down any spots, but I did get the winning sequence.
Let's get it.
So Stat Daddy bounces off the ropes towards Viva Van and does a discus lariat on her. Stat then picks her up and goes for the Saturday Night Fever, which Excalibur called the Wednesday Night Fever because it's Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Look at that.
She hits the move, pins Viva Van, and it's a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Oh!
Your winner for this match, Chris Statlander.
After the match, Mick Foley comes out and talks to Chris Statlander, lets her know that she's going to be in a 4-way match next week for the TBS Championship. It will be her, it will be Sheeta, it will be Persephone, and it will be, of course, the champion, Maya World. Chris basically says Maya deserves everything that's coming to her. These other two don't, as far as deserving this shot, and she's going to make the other two pay. She is interrupted by Persephone. She comes on out and talks her crap, and she can do that because she got a match coming up next. So it was pretty much kind of part of her
that was her entrance.
Yep.
She just comes out. She's not talking crap on the mic. She's literally just kind of talking at her.
Comes out and just talking at her.
And then from there it goes into Sheeta's song. So they have their little entrance. Sheeta and Persephone start to surround the ring. So with Mick Foley and Chris Statlander on the inside. So they're, Stat's kind of ready to throw down. And then all of a sudden, we get Thunder Rosa's music.
Oh, snap.
So she comes out. We get a little bit of her song. And then we get Maya World.
The It Girl.
The It Girl. So we get their entrance. They kind of get in the ring, and then Mick and Chris find a way to get out, and then ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
The match begins. This is our 5th match for the evening. It is a tag team match. Persephone is the CMLL's World Women's Champ.
On a 159-day reign.
Yep.
As well. So she's...
Maya World, of course, is the TBS champion.
Yes.
And Thunder Rosa is the CMLL Mexican National Champion.
Correct.
This
a lot of gold.
Yeah, a lot of gold. And then, of course, Shida was just had the TBS championship.
The best was
she
Shida.
was an AEW champ at one point, the
Yes.
women's champ. So was Thunder Rosa.
Yes.
So there's a lot of awesome talent
Yes.
in this match.
Yes.
This match was really fun to watch.
I kind of like where Chava was watching
Yeah, same.
Statlander Viva Van. This match, I didn't write a whole lot of spots because I just watched and was
Same.
incredibly entertained. I just have 2 things. Of course, like with every match that I see her in, I write down Maya World in all caps because she always does something else that just impresses me. And every time I see her, she just gets better and better and better, more confident. You can see it. The one move I got from her was she does a almost like a monkey flip roll up on Persephone. That when she ends, she jumps and it's a cutter to Shida.
That's part of the sequence, ending sequence. So we'll go through that.
So we'll get it.
There was also one move that I thought was really cool. It went to a 2-count pin, but the way she did the pin, she rolled. I don't remember if she rolled Shida, or if I think she rolled Shida. And did like a like a bridge roll, so her legs were what was holding Shida.
Yes.
But then with her hands, she had suplex and bridge pinned Persephone. Again, I think that's how it was. If not, it was whatever, vice versa. But she had both of them there, and it was a 1-2 pin. Oh, it was so cool, so cool. Maya World. Really, 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 like I agree with you. She just keeps getting better and better and better. And then I really enjoyed the chemistry between Shida and Persephone. We got that last show on Collision, and we're seeing more of it here. I want to see more. Again, I think at some point they'll turn on each other, but I want to see
hard
them
being friends with Shida.
Yeah,
ask Chris.
Yeah.
It's hard being friends with Shida.
But anyway, the winning sequence here. So everyone's kind of in the ring. Thunder Rosa is kind of crawling back a little towards their ring to Maya. Maya is in the ring and she just runs out. And as soon as Thunder Rosa gets close to her, tags herself in. She runs in. And then Shida goes to punch her. She dodges it. And right in front of her is Persephone.
Ooh.
And she hits her with the right cross.
Ooh.
Turns around, hits Shida with the right cross.
Ooh.
Turns around, hits Persephone with another right cross.
Ooh.
Then she does a spinning back kick onto Shida. She gets on Persephone and does what looks like a rolling pin. But instead of pinning her, she jumps out of the roll, like you was talking about earlier, and catches Shida into a stunner.
Dope.
Holy shit.
Dope.
So awesome. And then she holds Persephone. Yeah, it was a stunner.
It's a stunner.
She holds Persephone's head on her arm, right? Holds her like that. Yeah. And it almost looks like she's about to go into a DDT. But what she's doing is she's doing an what was it called? The Enzugiri kick onto Shida. But Shida dodges it. Persephone counters Maya with an elbow strike to the face to break free. Then she holds Maya for Shida. Shida goes for a running knee. Maya dodges, and Shida accidentally hits Persephone with that running knee. And Persephone, and Persephone then falls through the ropes outside of the ring. Maya World does a super kick to Shida. Then she grabs her, does a back suplex into a bridge pin.
Ooh.
we get the 1, the 2, and the 3.
Oh!
Your winners, Maya World and Thunder Rosa. And then we have Stat come out and celebrate with them.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Good match. That was good.
That was a really good match. It was a really fun match. Like I said, they were all 4 were fantastic, but Maya is who stood out the most for me in this match.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Maya World, it girl.
I love her. She deserves to be the TBS champ.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. This takes us to a promo in the back. It's our favorite hardcore guy, Darby Allin. He's talking to the Jet about the Falls Count Anywhere match at Wembley. Basically says, if you can beat me at my own game, basically, because Darby can take this anywhere. If you can beat me at my own game, then I'll know that I saw that potential that I saw so many moons ago. But hey, understand that this is really something that you can't prepare for. So I don't know how you're going to do it, but good luck with all that. And it does become official. It will be Darby Allin and the Jet, Falls Count Anywhere, for the TNT Championship. That's going to be some fun.
That's going to be a good match.
Then we have Renee is talking to Kyle Fletcher with Don Callis. Don's like, hey, yo, Kyle, good news, man. I found your next challenger. It's somebody who absolutely deserves a rematch. And he's like, oh, don't tell me it's Takeshita. He's like, hey, yep, it's Takeshita. But not only that, I got you another challenger too, just to make sure that the belt stays in the Don Callis family. That's right, Okada. Because the only thing that matters is that the belt stays in the family.
In the family.
So Don Callis, you ain't shit. So.
You mean Kyle Fletcher?
No, Don Callis is the one that set him up.
He orchestrated it.
Yeah. Doing his man's all dirty. Just so he keeps the gold. But hey.
He's just making sure the family keeps the gold. It's an insurance policy, okay?
Yeah. Well, he's always
just in case Kyle can't.
Just in case.
Okada's
you never know.
There,
you never know, right? Hey, guess what?
It's going to be a fantastic match.
It's time for our
main event.
Of the evening.
Ding. Ding, ding.
Hey, it is another Contenintal Cup advancement match. It is Jungle Jack Perry, Jungle Life versus leader of the Death Riders and current Continental Champion Jon Moxley. These are 2 day oneers, and this is their very first time ever wrestling each other. So they believe, spoiler, they did put on a bit of a show.
Very good show.
Between the both of them, they have won every single men's singles title in AEW. Perry gets... Oh, go ahead.
This match is very important for Jon Mox. If he loses, we will have, at the end of this tournament, a new AEW Continental Champion.
I was saying it's almost like every match in the Continental Cup for Jon might as well be a title fight.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Every match that he's in this cup is essentially a title match. If he loses, he will no longer be the champion.
I've got all the pressure on me.
Exactly.
It's me against the world. What do you know about this? Jungle Jack Perry gets opened up.
Yeah, he does. He gets bloody.
He gets opened up because Mox is giving him the business. Man.
But he shows out too.
Yes.
He impressed me a lot this match. I don't want to say that he's a joke wrestler. He's not. I mean, in the early stuff, they were a little more jokier. But I do feel this is a more, it's not Jungle Boy Jack Perry. It's Jungle Jack Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and in this match, I feel like he really shows that. And he's going kind of with that promo that he cut when he re-signed, right?
Right. I was going to say, he told us, and he's like, this is, I got to re-sign, so I got a new contract. It's a new Jack Perry. He wants to be a little more focused this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does show out.
Yeah.
Perry goes for his little, kind of like Dudley Spike little bomb that he does, but Mox counters it, puts Jack Perry right through a table. So it does not work. At one point, Jon Moxley is giving Jungle Jack Perry a noogie on where his head's bleeding. He's just like, what you gonna do about that? But hey, Jungle Jack Perry, man, when he does his jungle rush, he gets him with 2 suicide dives. So boom, just bow, hits him with a suicide dive, back in the ring. Bow, suicide dive, gets back. Then it's a leap over the top rope. Bow, then he gets back in. Then it's a backflip off the turnbuckle, man. I wrote here, I want to see, if I had a dream match, I'd love to see Gunther versus Moxley.
Oh, that would be a really good match. Gunther versus Mox.
Yeah. Mox had trouble putting Perry away at the end. So Mox is getting him down, and there's just, Jungle Perry keeps coming back, keeps fighting back. Perry hits him with like slaps, middle fingers, and just going like Jungle's putting himself up, man.
All of that is I started the ending sequence a little bit after that, but really the ending sequence kind of... This whole match was almost like just one giant sequence to me. But they go back and forth. They're hitting each other. They're like forehead to forehead. Yeah. So, Perry's getting his bloody forehead all over Mox, flipping him off right to his face, giving him the double bird. And
at one point,
he keeps getting up after every hit that Mox throws his way.
Perry's got him in a submission move, and Mox is hitting himself so he won't tap out. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
he's like no.
Yeah,
no.
All that. Yeah. So that leads right into the sequence. So I started it around the time where there's this part where Jungle Jack Perry is going for a pile driver on Moxley, but they're selling it, so it's a little slower. He's like, all right, I gotta pick him up. Okay, can I? Okay. He goes to do the pile driver, but Mox kind of just reverse it, lands on his feet, but Jungle Jack Perry turns that into a rolling pin. You get a 1, 2, 2, a 2 count. Mox then turns around, gets him in a snare trap submission. Jungle Jack Perry turns Mox around and gets him into a snare trap submission.
Yeah. Yep.
Mox fights it.
That's the one where he's like hitting himself.
Yeah, he keeps hitting himself. Yeah. He's like different things to just fight it. It's intense. He's he's like going up to punch. Then Jack Perry's like punching him in his ribs.
Crowd's getting super into it because you think this is maybe that moment.
Yep. Yep. Mox eventually is able to get loose.
Whoa! What was that? Sorry, everybody. A little technical difficulties. We're going to turn it right back over to Chava. He's going to give us that ending sequence again.
Sorry, y'all. We're trying to out in the camera. Things happen. Anyway, back to the winning sequence. Where was I? I believe...
The winning sequence.
We were talking... Yes, I remember. So, I started the winning sequence around... when Jungle Jack Perry is going for a pile driver on Mox. But he's really... It's not like a quick action. They're really selling it, so he's like, struggling to kind of get him up. Will he, is he going to? Will he be able to do the pile driver? Turns out he doesn't. Mox reverses it by just kind of leaning forward and landing on his feet, which then Jungle Jack Perry counters that into a rolling pin. You get a 1, a 2, and a 2 count. Jungle Jack Perry turns Moxley around and gets him into a snare trap submission. Now, this part here, it's really, there's a lot of like fighting, struggling. This is what you were talking about earlier, where Mox is like kind of hitting himself to make sure he doesn't tap. Jungle Jack Perry's like punching Mox in the ribs on the side. Mox is trying to hit up. So they're really fighting each other. They're making sure that, Mox wants to make sure he's not going to get submitted. He ends up countering it and does a bulldog choke on Jungle Jack Perry. Jungle Jack Perry's just fighting it. He ends up standing, so they end up on their feet. But Mox just keeps on him. He doesn't let go. He's just keeps choking him. Eventually, he's able to kind of bring Jack down to like his knees. And then from there, he grabs his legs and wraps them around Jungle Jack Perry and just pulls him back and is holding him and choking, not letting go. And Jungle Jack Perry, unfortunately, kind of passes out. You know, they go to check for him and he passes out. So the ref calls the match, and your winner, advancing to the next round of the Continental Challenge.
Hashtag and still.
And still, your AEW Continental Champion, Jon Moxley.
Afterward, Mox gives...
Leader of the Death Riders.
Mox gives Jungle Jack a little bit of respect.
Yes.
So basically, you did your thing. You did your own. He's kind of saying something to him as they kind of like go off the air. Like, it's kind of hard to tell, but he looked like he was... You showed up, blah, blah, blah. So it looks like he was giving him some props.
He did.
Yeah.
Jungle Jack Perry really showed up for this match.
Yeah, man.
This match was very, very, very entertaining to watch.
was.
I'm not a Mox guy. I've said it before. But props. This match was great. He's not my favorite, but he is entertaining to watch. I will say that.
Yes.
Very good wrestler. And Jungle Jack Perry really just showing us a new... what I feel to me is like a new side to Jungle Jack Perry.
I think so. And Jack Perry's going to be back. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah.
But hey, that was it. That was the Dynamite recap. I have things to do. He has things to do. Apparently the camera has things to do. And we know that y'all have things to do. But before we let you go, hey, why don't y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Please like and share and comment. Tell your friends that your favorite wrestling podcast will soon be their favorite wrestling podcast. You can check us out on YouTube. We're on the gram at Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. If you just want to listen to us, we're on Apple and Spotify Music. We hope we made you laugh. We hope we made you smile. We hope we made you think about some really good wrestling. Speaking of good wrestling, Chava?
Make sure that you guys go out and support indie wrestling. Find a promotion in your area or within a short driving distance, a couple hours, and just go check out some live wrestling. Support these independent promotions. These are the folks that are going to end up maybe one day being on the TV screen, and you get to follow their journey. Like Viva Van this episode, right? Vert Vixen we talked about last episode. Aaron Solo.
Hey.
It's really good. It's really fun. Support indie wrestling.
Hey, y'all. Be happy. Be healthy. Keep it positive. Keep it pushing for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Killz Atwillz.
I am Chava.
Hey, y'all. We're going to see you on the next one.
Bye.
Cheers.
This has been a Section 8 Wrestling Podcast production.